Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. Today's video is going to be this Kylie Jenner for Complex magazine look. I absolutely loved her makeup. I thought it was beautiful, so I thought I would recreate it. I hope you guys like it, and let's get started. Alright guys, so I am starting off with my face, and the first thing I am taking is this Color Corrector Primer by L'Oreal, and I got the green color because I have a lot of redness on my face, so I'm just applying it where I have the redness and then just blending it out with my fingers. And now going in with my ABH Stick Foundation, and I am in the color Warm Tan. I am just applying that all over the face, and I'm going to be using the Sigma F80 brush to blend this all out. I love using this brush to blend out this kind of creamy foundation. I find it so easy, and I find that it really gives me a perfected airbrush look. So for concealer, I am just applying the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and to contour, I'm taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Kit, and I'm just applying a dab of coconut oil just to make it easier to blend. And I'm just taking one of these Artis kind of dupe brushes to apply that all over the face, and then I'm just going to blend it out using a mixture of brushes, just whatever you guys think is easier for you. I find that using a brush, for me at least, it's a lot easier to blend out than using a beauty blender. So since there are a lot of creams going on my face, I am just using the Mercier loose setting powder to just kind of bake and just set everything into place. This is really important, especially if you guys are going out with this look, because you don't want the makeup to melt away. So to set the contour, I'm just taking my Benefit Hoola bronzer. I saw that Kylie had a really bronzed look to her, but also really defined, so I'm just using the brush that came with the bronzer, and I'm just applying that wherever I applied the contour color. To highlight the face, I'm going into my That Glow Kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm taking the colors Bubbly and Dripping in Gold, and I'm using a tapered highlighting brush. This one is by Sigma, and I'm applying it pretty heavily because I noticed that Kylie had a really glowy look. Moving on to blush, I am taking the Tarte Color Wheel, and I'm taking the blush Iconic, and I am just applying that with a regular blush brush. I didn't want to go too heavy on it because it kind of seemed like she had more of a bronzy look, but I still wanted some sort of pink / peachiness to the face. You guys can totally skip this step, but I just like to blend it all together, so I'm just taking a stippling brush, and then I'm going in with my foundation brush just to kind of put everything together, and then I'm going to cut the contour using the Mercier setting powder. So moving on to the brows, the first thing I do is I just take a spoolie and I kind of just brush all the hairs in the direction that I want them to go in, and then I went into my ABH DipBrow pomade in dark brown, and I just started kind of outlining the brows and also filling them in. This is kind of just my normal brow routine that you guys are seeing, but I'm going to be adding a couple more steps, and I kind of just like to go with the spoolie and just blend everything together. And sorry if I'm sniffling, but I'm a little sick, so I'm just doing that with the other eyebrow. And then I'm going to go ahead and take kind of like a lighter brown shade, and I'm going to apply that to the very first part of the brow, kind of creating an ombre look to the brows, because I noticed that that's what Kylie has. She kind of goes from light to dark, and then towards the end of the eyebrow I'm just taking a darker color and I'm just going to fill that in. And I'm definitely not forgetting to clean up the brow look. I know Kylie does this a lot, so I'm just taking my MAC Prep and Prime in Light Boost, and I'm just outlining the eyebrows and I'm going to blend that in. So for this tutorial, I'm going to be using my Tartelette in Balloon palette, because let's be honest, this palette can create basically any look you want. So for the first color I'm taking is called Smarty Pants, and I'm just applying that in the crease, and this is going to be kind of like a transition color, but also the crease. I noticed that she didn't really have a dark crease. Next, taking a smaller crease brush, I am going to go into the color Rebel, which is kind of like a reddish brown, and I'm just going to be working that in the crease, but making sure we don't pass the color Smarty Pants. Also, if you guys see me kind of looking at my phone, it's because I was doing a Snapchat takeover, so sorry about that. For the lid color, I noticed that she had a really bronzy and glowy lid color, so I'm taking the color Firecracker from this palette, which I thought was the perfect shade, and I'm just applying that using a Sigma brush. And at the same time, I'm going to try to kind of blend that into the crease. And just to darken up the crease, I'm taking the color Leader and just putting that in the crease. I don't want to put too much because, again, I don't want it to be too dark, but I did want it to have some depth. Highlight the brow bone and the inner corner. I'm just taking the exact same colors that I used to highlight my face, and I am just using another Sigma brush to apply those. To create the winged look, I'm taking the Sigma Gel Liner with an angled brush, and I'm just going to create a normal wing. It doesn't matter if you guys kind of mess it up a little bit because we're going to be smudging it out anyway. I noticed that she didn't really have like the super defined line. I noticed that it was a lot more smoky, so go ahead and just take your time, and we're going to go back in with some black eyeshadow and smoke that out. So I just went ahead and finished one eye, but here I'm just curling my lashes and I'm using mascara. You guys can use any sort of mascara. I think I'm using the one by L'Oreal, the telescopic one. And then I'm going to be using the lashes by Koko Lashes, and they are in the style Flirty. So I didn't want to get too crazy for the lower lash line, so I'm just taking the color Leader and I'm just working that into the lower lash line as close to the lash line as possible, and then we're just basically going to be using the colors that we used on the crease to blend that out and just smoke it out. Again, you don't want to make it too dark because I didn't really see it too dark on her, but you still want it to have a smoky effect. So to hide the lash band, I am just taking this eyeliner marker thing by Pop Beauty, and I'm just going ahead and just trying to hide the lash band as much as possible. Moving on to the lips, I'm taking this lipstick by Makeup Forever. This is in the shade M500. It's a beautiful color and I thought it was so perfect for this look. So I'm definitely going to be overlining my lips because we all know Kylie for her huge lips. So if you guys don't feel like doing this or don't like this look, obviously don't do it. I'm just doing it for the purpose of this look. And I gotta say, I was kind of feeling it with the lips. I thought it went well. I felt very Kylie-esque. And since this color is more of like a creamy color, it doesn't really have any matte finishes to it, I am going ahead and taking just any sort of powder and I'm going to be dabbing that on with my finger to mattify the lipstick. And that's just kind of a trick for you guys. If you guys have like a creamy lipstick, just put some powder over it and you will be all set. So this is the final look, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all your support, and I will talk to you guys soon. Mwah. Bye.